Today I'm joined by Bruny Surin. Bruny is quadruple Olympian, Olympic champion, 2 times world champion, 2 times inner-world champion in track and field. Welcome, Bruny.
Thank you very much for having me.
Bruny, you have been mentioned 2 times already here, not by your name, but for something you've done. In that Olympic final, the 4 times 100-meter relay. You handed the stick over to Donovan and he still had 90 meters to go, but you put your hands up. There was such an iconic moment for me. I still remember it to date. Tell us what went through your head. You were so confident.
Yeah, I remember exactly again till today that image, and that's gonna stay. For forever, because we were in lane 6, and our biggest competition, the US team, were in lane 4. So as I was running the curve, so obviously I didn't see anybody in front of me, and in my mind I said, okay, well, we're gonna win. But as soon as I finished the turn, I was going to give it to Donovan. I just did a quick thing here. I didn't see anybody. And as soon as I finished to give it to Donovan, I knew that nobody could catch Donovan. It's impossible. So that's why I raised my arm. So I knew that we won that. But as a team, we knew that we had the potential.
Yeah,
we did everything that we had to do to obtain that gold medal. And one of the most things that we had, our team spirit. I mean, we're sync. We believe in each other. We work hard, and before going to the final, all of us knew that we were going there to win a gold medal, and we had confidence, and we put our effort together, and that's a great result. And as part of that, that's the same mentality, that the same tools that I'm building now till today as a team, to surround yourself with great people to achieve a great thing. So that was a big lesson for me, and that's why I said that's gonna stay with me for till I die. Yeah.
yeah, I still see it very vividly. That moment that you raised the hands up, so cool.
Yeah.
How did you get into track and field in the first place?
I got into track and field. I don't want to say by luck, but actually my first love of the sport, I mean, obviously when I was a kid, I was back in '80, was soccer, football, as we said. And when I moved to Canada, I still play soccer. And after that was my love for the sport. After that was basketball. So I remember till when I was maybe 12, 13 years old, I was on the basketball team at the high school. And there was a track coach that, because every year end of school, we had competition in track and field. So my first year, I won the triple jump and the long jump, but I wasn't the fastest. But there was a coach there. He was at the national team. So he went to talk to me. He said, "Hey, listen, you kid, I see that you have talent. And I want to coach you because you can be a good athlete, maybe later go to the Olympics." To me, it was like, okay, yeah, whatever, I just took his business card with the phone number and everything. I never called, never called. And even 1 year after that, same thing. He went there again. He said, I remember you from last year. He gave me his number again. Never called, because my love for the sport was basketball. It took me 5 years. Every year he come. And it's only at the 1984 Los Angeles Olympic game. That moment, I was watching the television and I saw 100 meters. Who's going to be the fastest man in the world? To me, I was fascinated by that. So I was just there. I was 17 years old. And I see Carl Lewis winning. So, oh my God, this is great. I want to do that. And Carl Lewis, as we all know, the track and field community is very, I don't want to say show off, but he liked to change at the time his hair, and every time he change his hair, I change, and I put his name on my books and everything. I wanted to be like him. So that's why after that, I started, the coach who was trying to recruit me from 5 years before. So I start training with him. And in my mind, I said to him, well, I want to be like Carl. So that's how I get to start track and field. Yeah. Yeah.
Really cool.
Yeah.
You are such an accomplished athlete, so many accolades, but there must have been dark moments. What was your darkest moment?
Oh my God, there was so many. I mean, all my life, I mean, from, 14, 15 years old and everything, and it was like resilient because I mean, I wasn't born in a rich family. You know, we had the base and everything, and my parents work very hard, but I had the big obstacle from the beginning. After when I saw Carl Lewis at 17 years old, I said, okay, well, I want to do track and field. I want to do long jump. I want to run. I want to be like him. And when I said that to my friends, to my family, to everybody, okay, one day I want to go at the Olympics. I want to do like Carl Lewis. I want to maybe run faster than Carl Lewis. And everybody was saying that I was crazy. And everybody was saying that, well, we understand your dream, but you have no money. How are you gonna buy, the sophisticated equipment, sport equipment? How are you gonna go to training camp? Are you gonna go, to, let's say, to Europe and on the circuit and to start? I say, oh my God, it's true. I have nothing of that, and I want to knock. I want to knock on doors, say to people, to corporation. I mean, this is the kid who wants to go at the Olympic. Can you help? Can you help? Can you help? And of course, there was a lot of no, 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 no. But I just kept in my mind that one day I'm gonna find somebody to help me a little bit, and I'm gonna buy not expensive clothing, but one day I'm gonna do that, and that's exactly what I did. I mean, I remember I went to a restaurant, and before I left, because I thought that he wasn't gonna give me any support, so I was going out of the door, and the owner, he called me back, and he wrote me a check of $500. So it's with that money I went to buy my first pair of spikes, and I start competing and stuff like that and everything. But it wasn't easy. So that's why a lot of time when I talk to kids like this new generation, it can be in sport and whatever it is, it can be in other aspect in life. I said, well, when you have a dream, you have to go find a solution. Don't say, okay, well, I don't have money, I don't have this, tough neighborhood. I mean, you need to find a way, and that's what I did. It wasn't easy, and especially when I told the kids, ultimately, I achieved my ultimate goal. How many years you think it took me? When you're talking about dark moments, at some point I was sleeping on the train. Some moment I was trying to get in competition. People were laughing at me. Well, a lot of people were laughing at me. Actually, a lot of people were saying that I was crazy. Sometimes meet promoter was yelling at me because there was sometimes they give me a chance, but I didn't perform. It was great. It was tough. I mean, from the heart, it was. And then you have sometimes reporters when you start compete and you don't make great results. They say, "Oh, Bruny Surin is bad. He's not good athlete. He's not." And when you read that, oh my God, it's tough. But it took me 15 years actually to from that 17 years old to say that, okay, well, I want to run faster than my idol and everything. And 15 years later, I achieved that. And today, when I look at that, it's to me it's like a great. And to me it says perseverance. When you persevere and one thing, you do all the effort, it's going to pay off. It's going to pay off for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, really cool.
Yeah.
What was your best moment?
I had also some good moment. I mean, yes, there was dark moment and there was some very good moment. I remember the first time, 1993, the first time I won my world title in the 60 meters. And I remember I saw the Canadian flag there. They showed my race in slow motion, and I'm like, oh my God, I'm getting there. I'm getting there. I'm one of the athletes who didn't have title at that time. I was one of the best athletes after a couple of years. I said, well, I have no title. So that was my first title. I said, yes. And in my mind, I said, okay, I'm going to work even harder because I want more. I need to find ways to be better. I need to invest in myself and my training and my career to be better. And after that, couple of years after that, Olympic Games, again, Atlanta, where nobody saw us winning the gold medal. Everybody would say, oh, yeah, the US team going to win for sure. They're going to win easy. All those guys, they run 9.9 in the 100 meters, 9.9, 9.8, whatever. I mean, who can challenge them? Us. We said, we can do it. We're going to show them. And we did. And again, on that podium, number one, and see the crowd, like, oh my God, we saw just a little bit of Canadian flag. All of that was, it was all US, it was, but in my mind, I'm like, okay, Mike, this is a dream. This is crazy. And I remember when I started, when everybody was saying that, Bruny, don't do that. You're going to waste your time. You cannot, you have no talent. You have no money. You have no this. And sometimes people tell me, how did I feel when I was on the first podium at the Olympic Games in Atlanta? I mean, at one point, I thought that I was going to just faint because so there was so much emotion, But, I remember when my coach was saying that, okay, well, Bruny, when you believe in something, and he gave me a quote saying that the me I see is the me I'll be.
Yeah.
The first time he said that, I'm like, what is he talking about? Is he crazy or something? He said, Bruny, believe in that. The me I see is the me I'll be. And I started to visualize, saw myself. Okay, yes, I'm going to go at the Olympics. I'm going to go do this. I'm going to be one of the fastest men in the world. And I believed it. And when I was walking, going to training, I said, okay, I'm training for this. Yes, of course, people were laughing. And that's what I said to people today. And whatever you do, don't be scared first of saying out loud what you want to do. If you have confidence in yourself and you are ready to do the work, perseverance, have confidence, you can say whatever you want. So people are going to laugh, of course. So what? So that should give you more motivation, not only to prove to people, for yourself. To say, yeah, I'm going to do it for myself, and you're going to see. And that's what I teach today to the kids. That's what I teach when I go to companies and everything. Every week I have conferences and everything. That's what I said to people. Believe in yourself. It makes a great, big difference, for sure. Yeah.
There's also this saying, I forgot who quoted it, but basically it said every great idea or every innovation started with ridicule. So people laugh about it, but then they see, oh, maybe there's something to it. They stop laughing, and at some point they are like, oh, it was a good idea.
Exactly. Exactly. And that's in everything. I mean, sometimes when I talk to, especially when I talk to younger audience, I say, well, a lot of time I'm going to give you example as in sport, because I live that, I experience that. But I said that I like to talk to people. I like to talk to people, say, okay, well, in what direction you want to go in life? Whatever the field you are, music and the businessman, whatever. And I remember I have had some younger kids that I knew that was in music, but they had motivation. I'm like, oh my God, okay, I like that. I like what I'm saying. So what can I do to help a little bit, to promote whatever? So I produce a show, like a jazz show. And they made me play piano because I play piano, but I'm amateur, right? So I organized that. We had a great night and everything. This guy is very good. But I saw the passion. So years come, I didn't see him. He was doing his thing. I was doing my thing. There was a show in Montreal with Madonna. Who doesn't know Madonna? Everybody knows Madonna. And I was not far from the stage. and the stage was big, and it was turning. And by the angle, the guy was playing the keyboard. I said, "Oh my God, he's reminding me of the kid a couple of years ago that I know we reproduced the show." And the stage kept turning. Oh my God, it was him. And till today, he's the keyboardist of Madonna.
Oh, nice.
So him, it was like there's no limit.
Yeah.
I want to do that. I want to be on top, and that's what he's living his dream. So we all capable of doing. We all have talent in some ways. The difference about, well, if you're gonna succeed or if you're gonna fail, if you don't believe in it, it's up to you. Me, that's what I believe. 100%. 100%. That's what I believe.
Really cool.
Yeah.
Bruny, if you could travel back in time, let's say back to the 1984 Olympics, and you meet a younger Bruny, what advice would you give yourself?
What advice would I give myself? Maybe also more about don't worry about what people think, what people are gonna say about you and everything, because at the beginning, that's something that I was raised by, like that. I mean, raised by, okay, the decision or whatever the way you dress or whatever, like how people gonna perceive you. You have to always like what people think about you and everything. So, and when I had bad critics, oh my God, that was killing me. That was killing me. When I had, sometimes I have friends and sport and track. I mean, to me, it was like everybody we friends, because I was down low and they were high. They were my friend. And when I was coming up. I lost friends. I'm like, and it hurt. It hurt for a long time. I was like, okay, why it has to be like that? Why people talk bad about people? Why it's come and got me? And at some point, I learned also to say, okay, well, I don't care what people say. Okay, this is what I like. This is what I want to do. This is how I'm going to dress. This is what I'm going to do. If you don't like it, it's your problem. It's not my problem. And today, and that's what, unfortunately, I think I've seen so many people. First of all, when I'm talking, I said to you earlier, I like to talk about people to say their mindset, what are their dream, what are their goals and everything. Sometimes in conferences, I ask people, come in front with me, and you're gonna share with the audience. Maybe sometimes 100 people, 200 people, 500 people, come here and share like me. What did you dream? And a lot of time people don't come. But after I finish my conference, I go in small group or one-on-one. It's easy. Bruny, when you ask the question, this is what I want to do, this is my dream. Very easy. At first, I didn't understand. And then I start asking. I said, why didn't you say the same thing you're just telling me now, just me, in front of people? I'm scared. I don't want people laugh at me. That's the thing. I don't want people laugh at me. So for that reason, I'm just gonna stay in my corner and do my little thing. No, forget it. Just go there. If that's what I'm saying, it's not your problem. Even today, where I have coaches, business coaches, and everything. The first thing they're saying, don't make your decision based on what people are gonna think, of what people are gonna say. It's not your problem. So that's what I want to also to teach. That's my thing. I like to do that. Yeah.
Cool. What are the habits that make you a successful athlete and person?
Habit. Can say that I'm a positive guy.
You can see that.
Yeah.
It's good. It's good.
Yeah, it's good.
It's infectious, huh?
Yeah, oh yeah, for sure. Of course. I remember the place I was living. I just moved now downtown Montreal. I mean, I was the place I was living in the complex, and I remember one gentleman come see me, say he's laughing. He said, "Man, Mr. Surin, it's nice to see you because you always smiling and this." Say, well, life is good, even sometimes, and when you have bad moments. I mean, now, especially now with earlier we were talking about this COVID. It's bad. It's very bad. But I remember when it started, a lot of people are saying that, even myself, oh, maybe 1 month, 2 months, everything will be no problem.
Mm.
And now it's getting worse and worse and worse. Now you see, I don't want to judge people, but we see more depression. Uh, People, unfortunately, one of the person that I know, he wasn't a friend, but I knew that that person, he was in business. Unfortunately, he didn't see the light at the end of the tunnel, and he made the unfortunate act, and we are living that. But now we have two ways of looking at the situation. When we're talking about resilient, what is resilient? Okay, well, you accept the situation. What can we do? It's there. Okay, but now how can you do now to prepare yourself? What action can you make to even be better, to be even better after, and prepare that to say, okay, well, okay, I'm going to go through it. It's tough. There's wind, there's that. Okay, I don't care. I'm going to work even harder. After that, I'm going to be better. Today, we are living in a world, it's more digital marketing, everything going to digital. And I have a clothing line. Now all the store closed. That means nobody's buying your product, meaning less income. I had conferences across the world, maybe about 20, 30. Every one of them, tack, 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 tack. So income, oh my God. So either I go, oh my God, every day it's bad, it's bad, it's bad, it's bad, or I do this. Okay, how can I be better? Okay, digital. I took a class about digital marketing at the university. Took another class about negotiation. Actually, now I'm taking a university class about retail. Okay, what's the and what will be the habit of the consumer even after the COVID? Are they still gonna go continue online? What to be better prepared after? And my life is good. It's very good. But I could say, like I said, I could say the opposite. Oh my, it's bad, it's bad, it's bad, and I have depression or whatever it is. But you see me now with the big smile. It's great. It's great. And sometimes I said to people, so I remember in one conference, a lady asked me, well, Bruny, that the way you talk, you're very strong, positive and everything, but do you think that everybody can be like you, can have the same thing? It's up to you. But I said that, yes, everybody can 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 be like that. There's not one day that I'm wake up and say that today is gonna be a great day. No matter what, it's gonna be a great day. Can everybody do that? Yes, of course you can. It's up to you. It's up to you. You live your life, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Talking about waking up, do you have a morning routine?
Morning routine. Normally, I wake up like 6 o'clock, 6:30. Sometimes I have phase that I wake up earlier, but in general, it's about that time. And quiet, take my coffee, say, okay, well, focus, visualize. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be good. I want to be better, and I start to make my follow up, go into my social media and start the day, because I'm involved in many areas. My days are, yes, in the morning like are similar, but after that it's all different. I used to travel a lot. Now, of course, it's home, but normally 6:30 I go to my office, my coffee, meditate a little bit, and start the day positive all the time. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
How do you prepare yourself for important moments?
An important moment.
Important moment.
Again, whatever is gonna be, or even if I have to meet somebody, and I don't know, for maybe for business opportunity, business deal, or presentation, and everything, I always anticipate. Like sometimes it's like a movie, a repeat yourself. Okay, let's say I'm gonna do a presentation to you. I have something to sell you. Example, my product. I say, well, you the client. I'm gonna meet Christian. Okay, this is the argument. I'm gonna tell him. This is the I have my A, B, C, D, my pitch. I'm gonna practice it. I'm gonna also anticipate. Okay, well, what about if Christian asks me this? How I'm gonna answer? How I'm gonna this? Nah, nah. And your body language also is very important. I always say that to people. Your body language. If I come to you, first of all, I look at you in the eyes. There's a contact there. I'm not like this, get what you don't, because that's not confidence. The way I'm standing or sitting, whatever, that's mean confident. Everything I'm gonna do, if you know about body language, you can read me. If example, you come to me and try to sell me something or whatever, I'm gonna see. Is he confident? What is he telling me? Is he believe in what he said? Does he know his product? Is he bullshitting me? I can, I can see that. I can see that. It's very, very important. But yes, and every important meeting or whatever I'm gonna do, I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready. And everything is practice, practice, practice. Like in track and field. That's what sometimes people say. Well, what's the difference, Bruni, today, like when you were an athlete and today, and your business, and I'm involved in a lot of things and everything? I said it's the same thing. It's the same thing. When I'm going to a track meet, doing a 100 meters final, whatever they are, and practice, I've been doing that so many times. So why in business I don't do the same? Why in business I don't have the same you know uh, habit? It's the same thing. Practice, practice, practice. Visualize, 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 and think you're gonna succeed. And boom, that's it. That's it. It's the same thing. But sometimes people don't do that practice.
Yeah.
They don't do it, and they come to the situation. They're not prepared. Doesn't work.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Preparing about four important moments in this Olympic final, the 4 times 100 meters. A few days before, you had one of your worst moments, huh? You wanted to qualify for the individual 100 meters for the final, and I think you bumped out in the semifinal.
Yeah.
How did you turn it around within a few days? So from worst moment or bad moment
Yep.
to being on fire in that final.
Yeah, that was my worst moment. That was one of my worst moments. And what I learned also, and I apply it, and those things, they are not theory. This is reality. And again, when I'm saying to people, whatever you bad moment you have, I said to my friends, I said to everybody, you can have your bad moments, worst moment, whatever. You need something to talk, I'm here, no problem. I'm hearing you, give you advice, we share, but don't come to me next week, 1 month, 2 months after with the same problem, the same attitude. You don't find the solution. You just talk about the problem. You say, I'm out. I said, I'm out. We had this one once. There's two things. I'm saying that all the time. Whatever situation you are, there is a reason. Why are you in this situation? And second thing, what are you going to do now to be out of that situation, to fix that problem? Find your solution as soon as possible. 1996, to answer your question, I want to win also the 100 meters. Okay, every year, Olympic final, 100 meters, 4x1. I come to the semi-final, they take top four. I finish the race. I look at my name. I see Surin fifth, number 5. So the reality is Surin for the 100 meters Olympic final, you are finished. It is over. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. I saw stars. I saw black. I mean, crying, frustrated. And I said, why? I go back to the house. I put the video, look at the race again. 1 time, 2 times, 3 times, 4 times. Why? In the middle of the night, I said, why am I in this? I understand now. I understand in my year of preparation why I didn't have no passion when I was going to training. At least 3 or 4 times I'm driving to go to training, no fire inside. 3 or 4 times I make a U-turn, I go back home. I didn't go to practice. But I was so focused. I didn't understand that. I didn't understand that how I was reacting. So right there, I'm like, I understand now why I wanted to win that gold medal, 100 meters, for my family, for my country, for my friends, for my sponsor. Ah, my God, I forgot something. I forgot me. Me who was supposed to be number 1, I wasn't even there. So that's why all this reaction. That's why I didn't like it. That's why I 3, 4 times I was going to turn around, don't go to practice. Now, what are you going to do about it? Second thing, okay, change your mindset. My mindset was off, and now I put it on. Poof. Okay, now, okay, I understand. Now I want to run for me. I want to have fun. I'm number 1 now. I want to have fun. And a couple of hours after, there was a big pool in the house. I was at the pool enjoying life. Hey, life is good. Life is. I tell you, Christian, everybody came to see me. Hey, Bruny, are you okay? Are you okay? Are you okay? They didn't understand. I said, how can that be? That was just live his nightmare, and now he's talking about life is good. What did you want me to do? What's I told you the resilience is that okay? I'm in that situation. I cannot say okay. Can we start again the Olympic final, please, everybody? No, it's impossible. It's done. So how I'm gonna be better? Okay, running from me, and a couple of days after that, podium,
Yeah.
and after that, years later, 984. How can you be better in the worst moment? And that's why I get out of that situation. I took action, and poof, that's it. Can we all do that? Yes, we can.
Yeah. That leads perfectly into the next question, or you partly answered it. How do you overcome setbacks?
Setbacks again is the same thing. It's the same thing. Setback. Okay, well, I'm training. I want to perform and everything. One of the setback. What can happen? The worst usual injury of sprinter, hamstring. Hamstring. Oh my God. Now you take one step back, and here you said, okay, I need to do 2 more in front to be front after that. Okay, well, I'm going to do my physio. I'm going to do all my treatment. I'm going to do my water training for the cardio, and I'm going to be better after that. That's it. Can you imagine at one point in my career, in my sport career, somebody was saying me close to me was saying, do you really enjoy? Do you really like what you're doing? Because sometimes you don't perform and you're still happy. I said, well, you know what? You know what I do when I don't perform well? Perform well. I finish the race. I look at the time, not happy. Okay, what did I do wrong? Okay, this is what I do wrong. Ta 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 ta. Okay, this is what I need to do in training. Okay, and couple of days and training. This is what I'm gonna do. Repair that. Okay, no problem. Poof, laughing, going to my competition, have dinner together, no problem, because I knew already what I needed to do. Why waste time on the bad thing? Why are you wasting time on that? Sometimes I feel so bad about when I see people still talking about the little problems and have depressions. Can you imagine? So some again, I don't want to judge people. Sometimes, okay, let's say athletes. Athletes are disappointed, depression about, okay, well, they wanted to win the gold, but they won the silver. Ah, ah, talking years after that, I have depression because of that. Are you crazy? Are you crazy? This is, to me, it's like doesn't to me it doesn't make sense. My setback, every time I have a setback, we say, okay, well, why did I have this setback? Why did I do wrong? Why did I do not right? How are we gonna fix this situation? Find the solution. Boom, that's it. Next day, we move. We move to the next. That's it. I never waste time. Yep.
Really cool. Who's your role model and why?
I have many role models. I mean, in sport, I mean, yes, I told you about Carl Lewis. I had somebody else wasn't in sport at all. Martin Luther King, the activist. I think the when he believed in something, I mean, to me, he was my role model. A lot of things that I'm doing now is I can say that there is part of that. And business, I have so many. I have so many. Recently, well, a couple of years ago, I was in the business convention, and I had a chance to talk to one of the great businessmen in the state, Hugh Hilton, in the real estate, commercial real estate, and everything. I mean, I look at I listened to his conference and I took notes. I took notes, and I'm like, oh my god! And I had a chance to talk to him for like 15 minutes with one of my business friends, and I asked him a question. At that time, I had I was a little bit not comfortable about real estate. Many years before, I wanted to try real estate. I like it, but I was hearing also what people were saying. Ah, no, Bruny, it's not good. It's too expensive. The market is too expensive. It's this, it's that. And when I talked to you, and he was telling me, he said, Bruny, I'm not smarter than you. I'm not smarter than you. What I do, I take a project. You make your numbers. If it makes sense to you, jump. Because the way you're talking, if you are waiting for the right moment, you will never do it. You know what I did after that? I put in my agenda that year, whatever the market, whatever happened this year, I'm putting one step in real estate. Fast implementation. And today, I'm in different project in real estate. And where I'm sitting now, I'm in downtown Montreal. This is downtown Montreal. And I remember a couple of years before, I was like, oh my God, I look at downtown. I would like to have an apartment there, but I think it's impossible. I think it's this, that, it's too expensive. Is this? I'm here. I don't want. I'm not saying that to brag or whatever, but it's all here. Build your confidence in sport and business and whatever it is. Build your confidence. Yeah, yeah.
That's what you said before. The me I see is the me I'll be, huh?
Exactly, exactly. And every field and any field, it's that the me I see is the me I'll be. Period. Yeah.
Well, that answers the next question. What is the best advice you received and who gave it to you?
Best advice I receive, I would say, in my life, I would say that my first coach, I could say, that was my mom. I remember because I moved from Haiti to Canada. I was 7 years old, and I remember one of the first thing my mom said, because she stayed in Canada. After 1 year, my dad went back to Haiti to bring myself and my two sisters. So that's 1 year I didn't see my mom. 7 years old. I'm here in Quebec. Winter time's cold. I'm like, what is this? Why you bring me this to that cold weather? You know? And she said, well, here you have all the opportunity. That's what she told me. You have all the opportunity. You can be whatever you want to be. It's up to you. And never forget this advice. In life, there is no shortcut. So that means whatever you're going to do, don't cheat. I wasn't even doing sport. I wasn't even think that I was going to be at the Olympics. I was 7 years old. 7 years old. So the only thing I remember, okay, all the opportunities there, I have to seize them. I have to work hard, and there's no shortcut. I'm not going to cheat. So that's why I I was growing. I grew up with that mindset, saying that yes, you can. Today, kids that telling me, oh, I don't know, I can't. Ah, come on, try again. I say that to my daughters. I have one. She used to play tennis, and she graduated from Penn State in the States. I have my other one. She graduated from UConn and track and field. And even in track, sometimes she was like, "Oh, it's too difficult. I'm tired." Okay, well, let's go. You have another one. Because what's important also, it's not my dream; it's their dream.
Yeah.
And my little one, actually now, she's in Europe. No, she's in France. The last time I saw her, she left here in August, September, October, November, December, January. It's been 7 months that I haven't seen her. She told me, "Oh, it's tough for the Christmas and New Year for the holidays. She couldn't come because the what do you say the frontier the was closed."
Yeah.
Because if she comes back to Canada, she couldn't go back to Europe. The borders closed. But now her dream is to participate at the Olympic Games. But what you need to do, work, 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 work. So that's why I transmit to my daughters. So don't tell me that thing is impossible. I don't know the definition of that, and it's not a theory. Impossible. I don't know what is impossible. Sometimes people say that be realistic. Okay, be realistic. What's be realistic? What is it? Be realistic. What is that? it's crazy. You know something? Sometimes I say that as a story. I remember perfectly. 1996, the year we won the gold medal. I was walking and I saw a store. I saw a big magazine. I think it was the Sport Illustrated. The cover was human limits. I saw the title and I start laughing. I said to myself, I bet you whatever they're gonna say here, it's whatever. I don't believe. I don't believe. So I bought it. I took it. So going back to the hotel, start reading, talking about soccer, the basketball, like the vertical jump and everything, and sprint. Human being want run 9.6 as an example, not until 2050. I remember that very well. And I start laughing. I said, why not? I said, why not? When I finished my career, I retired in 2002. World record was Maurice Green, 979. I said, it won't take long. Somebody's going to run 9.6. Everybody said, Bruny is crazy. Bruny is crazy. I said, okay, no problem. 2003, 1 year after I retired, I was working for TV. So that year, we start to hear the name. Oh, there's a young kids in Jamaica. I think his name is Usain Bolt. Apparently, he's not bad. Bruny, make sure that you make an interview with him. Okay, no problem. I see this kid running the 200 meters. Say, okay. Because he wasn't strong enough. He was still running like this because, he was still growing up, whatever. And he finished the race. He won the 200 meters and I interviewed him. Remember earlier in the interview, I told you body language is very important. I can read and I saw the way he was running, and I said loudly after the interview, I said to everybody, I said, this kid, I see, I think 5 years, the time he grow, training, improve, 5 years is the one. He's going to run 9.6. Bruny, what is he saying that on TV? He's crazy. He's saying anything on TV. So what is this? I don't care. I tell you what I see. No problem. 5 years later, 2008. Oh my God. You remember I told you also, when you believe you can do something, when you have confidence, don't be afraid, don't be scared about say it loudly. Before the Olympics, did you know that Usain Bolt said that he was going to run 9.6? He said that. I'm going to run 9.6. Some people say that he was arrogant. Some people say that, okay, well, whatever, it's impossible. And he delivers. Going to that final, 9.6. Whereas a lot of people were saying that, oh, not before 2050. So it's impossible. What is impossible? So it's up to you. It's up to you. Yeah.
Like this Nelson Mandela, I think, said that it's impossible until it's done, huh?
Exactly. That's because sometimes, I mean, people put barrier and the thing. I said, no, don't do that. Don't do that. I remember when I was growing up in sport, and I want to be the best. And I remember one coach came to me and said, okay, well, maybe you can win, you can beat that athlete, because he's not in his top shape now. He came from injury, whatever. And I said to the coach, do you think that would be my satisfaction to win or to beat that athlete because he just came back from injury and he's not in shape? What's the satisfaction? I'm not satisfied. I want to beat him when he's at his top. You see the kind of mindset? I don't set up for that. I don't want to beat you when you're not in shape. I want to beat you when you're in top shape. So that's why I want to make people the mindset here to understand. I mean, you cannot be satisfied with that. I mean, that's not me. Yeah.
Talking about rivalries, basically the two best Canadian sprinters ever lived at the same time, huh?
Yes.
So how do you reflect on that? Do you sometimes think, now maybe if I would have lived a little bit earlier or later, I would have been number one, but now I was number two?
No, I always want to be compete at the best. I always want to be compete at the best. If you were tell me that it wouldn't be the same period, I would say before or after, whatever, and I would be the best with, let's say example, I would be the best with 9.9 or 10.0, but I'm the best. I said no. I want to rather be like the 9.8 too. That's me. It's like the best that you can be. And sometimes I was saying that when the next generation after Usain Bolt came, I remember one athlete told me, oh my God, this is not fair, because I mean, how can we beat him? I said, oh my God, I would give, if I had the choice, I would give anything to be in this era, because if he's there, I mean, I want to go there. And you telling me it's not fair? Oh my God, no, it is fair, because if he's there, you need to try to go out there. That's the way I'm thinking. Don't settle for, okay, I'm the best with performance not so good, but you're the best. Are you happy with that? Or if you're happy with that, okay, well, it's your problem. But to me, it doesn't make sense.
No. You make each other better ultimately, huh?
Yeah, exactly. Everybody get together. I mean, at some point, at the end of my career, we had the same coach, in Austin. Where I went to Austin and Texas, train together. So every day we both push each other, and that day the best win. Sometimes I win, sometimes you win, sometimes I win, sometimes you win. That's the game. I mean, I'm happy with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Back in the days, how did a typical training day look like?
um I had through my career, I mean, I had different coaches, different the way that the thinking is not sometimes the same. I had coaches, sometimes it was two training per day, one in the morning, take a break, and afternoon another training. That was the way of training. And at the end, it was one training, but long. And I remember even before going to Texas, I was talking to one of the athletes because I want to know how do they train and everything. He said, okay, well, here, example, as a weight training, we do 5 times a week. And I start laughing. I said, I start laughing. He said, why are you laughing? This is yeah, this is true. And I said, I never done that before. And also what's make the big difference also, once I start competing, let's say outdoor, let's say April, I barely did weight training. But when I was in Texas, we were keep doing the weights and everything. I'm like, okay, are you sure it's gonna work? I'm not gonna be slow and everything. It was the opposite. I learned more and more because I always try to learn, to teach, to talk to coach, to have new approach, and that helped me. But at the end was I would say 4 hours and a half, 5 hours per day at training, and we always finish by the weight room. I remember very well the Saturday was the tough days because when we go to training, let's say we have blocks like training, all the guys together, me, Donovan, Glenroy, and it's fun. We challenge each other, and the coach is like he's happy, but on Saturday, because you know it's gonna be the speed endurance and you're going to suffer. Everybody come to practice, you just silence, you don't talk. And the coach always say, "Oh, it's you guys are quiet today," because you know it's gonna be tough. You try to prepare yourself to suffer it. It's tough, but it was a good environment. I mean, those moments. Sometimes I think about it, and it was fun. It was fun to see all it there together. And of course, everybody wants to be number one. It's a challenge, but at the same time, we friends, the camaraderie and everything. It was a good moment.
Yeah, really cool.
Uh,
Nowadays, you're sharing your lessons learned as an athlete through team building and coaching services. Tell us about that.
yes. Even when I was still running, I said to myself that that's something that I want to help people from what I learned. I was almost 18 years and athletics and all these tools that I know, I experience and everything. I just didn't want to say, okay, well, I know all those things, and I'm like, okay, what I'm going to do with this? How I can help, let's say, the youngster? How I can help businessmen? How I can help everybody? And I start doing conferences and everything. And at the beginning, it was in schools, and after that, some business called me, and then it's grow. And I wanted to, from the business point of view, I wanted to teach them also about the team, because in the enterprise, you have to have this culture of working together. Take the relay as example, and I show them relay also practice how to make the exchange, how to have good communication, how and the team who's going to lead off, who's going to be second, who's going to be third, who's going to be fourth, why did you make this person the first and everything. And we talk after about that, about what was your strategy, how did you communicate with your team and everything. And I have great feedback from that. I've been doing that for years, and now I can say I do that every week. Every week I do 1, 2, 3 conferences. Of course, now it's all webinar and everything with the computer. But before that, I was traveling across Canada, and now I have had opportunity also in Europe, and it's great. I mean, I love doing that. Especially, I would say my big rewards, and sometimes I receive email from people, from kids, from businessmen, and everything, say that, okay, well, how that message, how they use it, how that changed their life sometimes, and everything. And to me, it was like, oh man, that's great. And after that, my career, I started a clothing line, because I love fashion and business going very well. And I told you earlier, I'm in real estate also. And my mindset is the person also that I have as a role model in business. I want to be like them also, because I said to myself, if they are there, and for now I'm still here, but I want to grow. I want to grow. I want to grow. And I surrounded myself also with great business people here and everything, and things are going well. Yeah.
Really cool.
Yeah.
Do you want to nominate someone to be interviewed?
Nominate someone. I mean, if you and track, I mean, of course, you told me that you did Donovan, but you can have, let's say, Atto. I can, I can nominate Atto, and I see that Atto is doing that a lot, and he likes that too. That's his job actually, so I'm sure he will be very happy to do that.
Really cool. Where can people find you?
Well, people can find me. My website is www.surin.ca. My family name. It's easy. It's my family name, surin.ca for Canada, and I'm there. And I'm in all the social media. I'm Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, whatever. You can find me very easy.
What's the name of your clothing line?
It's my family name also. It's Surin.
Okay.
Yeah. Surin.
Cool.
Yeah.
I will link all that up.
Thank you very much.
Bruny, thanks a lot for your time.
Hey, thank you very much. And I want to congratulate you. You were well prepared. I had fun doing that with you, Christian.
Oh, pleasure was absolutely my pleasure. Thanks a lot.
Thank you very much.